Well, I hope this records the sound. It doesn't have a line through the microphone emblem, so I'm going to go with it. I tried to listen to the other one, but it wouldn't let me play the test video, so I have to go live. Anyway, the title of this video is My Motion to Dismiss Granted. And the blurb goes like this. Every day for the past 10 days, I've been checking my mail, waiting for the next court date. Our last date was my daughter's birthday, August 11th. Today I drove to the court to learn more. I had not received notice from the plaintiff as usual because, as I was informed, my motion to dismiss the case was granted. Wow! I'm still waiting to see the paperwork, but the news lifted a huge burden, at least until I have more details. Indeed, it's been an interesting day to say the very least. I did not anticipate that. I took my granddaughter, my oldest granddaughter, to school, dropped her off, and went straight to the courthouse. And when I went in, I was checking. I said, I understood there was another hearing, and I have not received notification of the hearing. And the receptionist for the judge on that floor said, there's no hearing scheduled for you. And she put me in touch with the judicial assistant, and the judicial assistant said, yes, the judge granted your motion to dismiss. You'll be getting the paperwork in a week or 2 weeks. If you don't get anything, let me know. Well, I'm going to stay on it because I need to know right away, because if there are taxes to be paid this tax season coming up, I want to pay them promptly, so that there's no more question about who owns the house that I live in. I mean, that has been the issue all along, because in the original court case, the condition by which I allowed them to appoint a power of attorney in the case to sell Dr. Mary's property on Merritt Island, which was listed for $999,000. I had two offers, $870 and $850, either of which I would have accepted. The condition was they would leave my house alone. Any additional funds that they got from the sale of the Merritt Island property, they could keep and disperse however they wished. And again, the value of that property was at least $700,000 to $800,000 minimum. Now it ended up selling, I suspect, to an insider for $275, the same price that I paid for my house. I suspect there was some inside stuff going on, and yes, I was getting an attorney and in the process of hiring an attorney who would have discovered all of that information about who actually owned the other house and bought the other house at a very substandard price. So I don't know all the details. I'm surmising and guessing, but they're guesses based on things that I know about the case and observations that I've made. In any case, I'm elated that there is no future case, at least not presently, and that my motion was granted. This is very positive news, and I intend immediately, before even I get the paperwork, I intend to learn more, and I intend to make sure that I'm now on the tax roll, paying the taxes, no longer PNC Bank, which never claimed ownership of the property. I mean, they washed their hands of the whole thing and said, we're not involved. They left it up to the attorney that was handling the case. They never confirmed anything about any transfer of deed from the Merritt Island property to the current property that I've been living in for 10 plus years now. And, there was a whole lot of strange things going on all along. Again, the settlement in the other case, the original case, was that I get to keep my house, period. That was the settlement for me allowing them to appoint a power of attorney. Now, it's interesting that the judge that granted the motion for the new case is not a judge that I had ever met. I'd never had any dealings with him at all. And immediately after he made the transfer of property to PNC Bank, unlawfully, illegally, by the way, the case was transferred back to a judge that I had been dealing with. I had been dealing with two different judges, and I don't remember their names right off the bat, although one of them was Judge Murphy, I'm pretty sure. Judge Turner and Judge Murphy were the two judges. Turner is on that I just looked at, and Judge Murphy was the other one that I dealt with. In any case, it looks like very good news. I will feel a lot more comfortable once I have it in writing, as I'm sure most of you would. But that, if that stands true, and is the final result, then all the struggle that I've had to maintain this property is finally over. And you wouldn't believe what a relief that is. I have a feeling that once I get to the bottom of all this and confirm it, that I will actually, my rate of healing will also improve, because it's been a tremendous load to think that in my condition especially, that they would evict me and put me out on the street, or even worse than out on the street to me, would make me live with family members and cramp their style and take me in. I mean, that would be even worse to me than being put out on the street. But if that had happened, I would be praying fervently to die, because this house, even when I go in and sell this house, just knowing that it's mine has been a tremendous peace of mind to me. It has relieved a lot of tension, and I've been in a struggle for over 10 years just to maintain what was given to me by Dr. Mary. In any case, that's all I'm going to do for this video. I thank you for your prayers and your support, those of you that did. There was one person that commented on the blurb that I wrote about that settlement that was very negative, and I don't put up with negative crap anymore. Somebody wants to ride the thing, I just make it so that they can't comment. I move them out. If they're my friends, they're unfriended. I don't put up with that shit anymore, and I'm not going to. Anybody that's critical, I don't want criticism right now. I can't handle it. I've been overwhelmed by all that's gone on, and I want a breather, and I want to be able to